Hello, everybody. Drew Dosek here with Verified Investing. Today, we've got some market movers to go over, some big market movers for the week. So let's jump into the charts so we can start breaking down the TA of what we see could be some potential breakout opportunities in the near term. But first up, one that is coming from the lows, near-term lows, that's NVIDIA. See NVIDIA here catching great support off this level here at 191.88. Matter of fact, it hit it, pierced it a couple times before getting some momentum to the upside. And today, clearly doing so, helping lift the markets, with NVIDIA being the largest market cap in the markets that we know of for now. Up 3.62% today. Next resistance is coming very closely at $213.17. Be mindful of that going into next week, but also pay attention to what's going on the left-hand side of the screen. We have a very sharply inclining head and shoulders pattern with NVIDIA's targeted measured move down here at $179.57. Clearly, we did not accomplish hitting that as of yet. Getting price action above this consolidation, in essence, kind of above where price action broke, will really put this pattern in jeopardy. But see where NVIDIA did catch a bounce, guys? I'm going to go ahead and flip on my simple moving averages. The red moving average down here at the bottom is the 200 daily moving average. Look at how when price did break from this consolidation, tried to hold the 50 moving average, which is blue, and then price plummeted straight down to the 200 moving average, retested that 200 moving average before bouncing up. Now clearly looking like we're going to close Friday above this 50-day moving average. That's near-term positive move for NVIDIA. That average for the close on Friday is at $209.18. We'll see if NVIDIA closes up there. If so, that will increase probabilities for a slight more push up to this resistance level at 213.17. And for me, that's the defining point. If we get a daily close and a continuing move up above that, I'm saying buy to this head and shoulders pattern and that potential target being tagged as of right now, as probabilities will reduce quite significantly. But very interesting to see how NVIDIA, how the markets are trying to save themselves from accomplishing the measured move down here at $179.57. Next up into Meta. Had a huge explosion up today, up 6.05%. Nice move on the back of news that they did solidify their developments with their AI chips and securing Taiwan Semi to produce those. They also announced that they're going to be renting out compute space as well to help capitalize on this AI data center build out. So Meta, big move up today. You can see it really started yesterday when we had this push up on July 9th, closing back within this inclining parallel channel that you see. Now, the next big test for Meta is going to lie from this declining trend line that you clearly see from pivot high back here in September 19th, connected over to the pivot high in January 29th. And then that level, should we come up to it next week, is going to be roughly $684.75. But guys, first off, I've got to show you something else. Much like on the chart of NVIDIA, we've got a head and shoulders pattern, but this one is an inverse head and shoulders pattern on Meta. Bear with me for a moment while I draw this up. And you can see here clearly we are breaking out with this move today in Meta from this inverse head and shoulders pattern. Now, this inverse head and shoulders pattern comes with a targeted measured move of $840 up here on the chart. So as long as this remains above this dotted declining neckline, which current value of that in essence is the bottom of this parallel channel at $633. As long as price stays up here, we have a high probability chance of going up to $840 on the chart of Meta. So be watching next week. Does price put in a daily close above this Friday's candle? That value as of now is $677.86. If it does, that flips this neckline into support. So any pullbacks can be bought. As long as price remains, again, above that neckline, then we have a high probability chance of Meta pushing up to $840 on the chart. Next up into Apple. Now, Apple's done a fantastic job coming back from its daily topping tail. But guys, that daily topping tail wasn't it. It also was a weekly topping tail. Negating those definitely takes a lot of momentum, a lot of buying pressure to get through two of those bearish signals back to back on the chart here of Apple. It's attempting to do so. You can see in the last 4 or 5 trading days, trying to consolidate up here amongst the all-time highs. That key resistance level to get above is 317 and 40 cents. And if we can do that with a confirming push higher, resistance though is not much further beyond. As you notice, this was a previous high pivot back here in December of 25. Trendline connects over to the pivots in June. That brings the next resistance level roughly around $322 in the next several days. Should we get a chance to close above all-time highs, and should we continue with that momentum push? If so, you want to see price stay above 317.40, as that will help it build momentum to then tag on another leg higher on the charts of Apple. But remarkable recovery, quick recovery up here on the charts, down here from $274 all the way back up to 316, attacking the all-time highs. Next up, AVGO, guys. Check out this chart with AVGO on the verge of a breakout also. But if you look at this larger time frame pattern, this is a big downward move and a lot of sideways consolidation. So for right now, AVGO is in bearish consolidation. Even though it's put in really good attempts to break this current downward trend, it has not accomplished that yet. The one way it can do it is get above this major red candle from June 22nd. In essence, anything approaching the 50% area of this parallel channel will be that area to get it out of this bearish consolidation on the chart. So that level is going to be at $426.25, as well as the high of that candle at $414.64. Once we can do that, then we can certainly say, all right, AVGO is fighting to get out and get into the top 50% of that parallel, get into more bullish territory. Until then, in very near term, got to be mindful of this declining trend line. Clearly, yesterday and today, price is getting rejected from that level. And come next week, that level is going to be at $400.48. If you're a bull, you want to see price get above that level and close, helping to kickstart any sort of momentum for breaking out on AVGO. Now, if this gets rejected, support down here at 368.29, followed by the bottom of the parallel channel at $348.96. If I go back out to the weekly time frame, you can see this channel has held price since December of 2024 with minor pierces on both the top and the bottom, as you see there, but still interesting sell. And AVGO trying to fight out of it in the near term. We'll see if it works, or if it gets rejected, it could start looking a little bit more like this trailing price action until it came to a conclusion at the bottom of that parallel channel. Next up into Costco, a chart not on the verge of breaking out, instead on the verge of breaking down, guys. You can see that with this trend line drawn from pivot back here in February of 26, drawn over to June of 26. Price action pierced it, bounced back up, even got above the 50% area of the parallel, but you see here on Thursday, slipped all the way underneath both the 50% and this trend line. Has not yet confirmed down here, but still bearish price action, not bouncing too much from the lows that occurred there from trading on Thursday. So right now, Costco is telling me it is on the verge of a potential breakdown, looking to go down and tag the next level of support at 884 on the charts. If we flip over to the weekly time frame, this was somewhat foreshadowed, guys. We had a weekly topping tail present right here the week of May 18th, showing you that next level of 884. But if that does break, be mindful of this declining trend line from April 7th, 2025 down to December 15th of 2025. That does slide not at an aggressive level, but generally all the way down here to basically the $800 level where it converges on the bottom of the parallel channel. That also corresponds with a very nice spot in the charts where price went up to break out, got rejected, eventually broke out and retraced all to this area. That tells me this area at 795, in essence, a pierce of $800 is going to be very important on the charts for Costco if and when price can get down to that level. If so, I anticipate a bounce, and then we could potentially reattack the bottom portion of this 50% area of the parallel channel. So really interesting stuff at play. Keep in mind too, Costco is a store that folks will be attracted to when inflation costs rear their ugly heads again. People will want to get things on discount. They'll want to buy things in bulk. That way they can try to save some money. We've been talking about potential higher rates for longer in the markets this year, where we were anticipating rate cuts going into 26. Now we're looking like rate hikes are going to be the scenario. We've got inflation data hitting the markets next week. If that is hotter than expected, you can anticipate Costco We'll have some investors getting back into them, but at least you've got a playbook for levels of support. That way you can start targeting those should they come down and get hit for a long play on Costco. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in and watching today. We got a lot of free videos, a lot of great TA, technical analysis, articles, charts, you name it, posts. We got all of this for you to take advantage of, you to learn, and then also take your own opportunity at some of these potential trade setups. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day and weekend. Until then, we'll see you next time right here on the charts. Take care, folks.